up, guys? This LogicLookss, and today we got a quick little video for you guys, man. In today's video, we are actually going to be going over a potential market crash that might hit 2K potentially tomorrow or in the next couple of weeks for sure. So I'm excited to get into the video. I'm going to show you guys why I think a market crash is actually coming to 2K and coming to the market, what you guys can do to actually save your MT and also make MT at the same time. So we're going to get into all of that in today's video. I'm excited to hop right into it. If you guys are ready, you guys know what to do. Go down below right now, do me a huge favor and smack that like button for me. Let's try to get this video right here to 175 likes. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We are on the grind to 60K. Hopefully we can hit it very soon, and we're gonna get into it, man. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. Okay, boys, so getting into it, first of all, right now as we speak, the market crash has already pretty much happened. Like, the big one already happened. You guys can take a look at the prices on the auction house. The prices are crazy low. Cards that were going for like 400,000 MT are now going for like 200K, maybe under 200K. The prices are just absolutely ridiculous on my team right now, and that's because just last week we actually got our very first dark matters in the game, and this kind of broke the market. In my opinion, the only reason it broke the market is because people think we're going to be getting a ton of dark matters, and to be completely honest, I don't really agree with that. I think we're going to be getting dark matters every couple of weeks, so we're not really going to be getting them every week in packs like we usually get, you know, opals. I still think, you know, 2K has a lot of opals to drop first, so I still feel like we won't get a lot of dark matters, but the auction house crash is pretty much already here. You guys can see the prices. I mean, this whole past week, the prices have gone just absolutely crazy. We didn't even have buy now opals. If you take a look at the market right now, I mean, it is kind of early in the morning, so there isn't really any up right now, but usually throughout the middle of the day, there's like tons and tons of buy now opals on the market. I have had to enable the filter like 3-4 times already, just buying new opals and just enabling them, you know, to be able to snap an opal filter. So the market is slowly coming crashing down, and you guys could just tell by looking at cards like T-Mac, like LeBron, cards that were expensive a few weeks ago. Even this KD was like, what, 600K when he first came out? He's already half of that because of the, you know, the dark matters dropping. Shaq is very cheap. Magic, who just came out, I mean, people don't value this card even though this card is amazing. People don't value him as much because he's only an opal now. People are already thinking about dark matters. They're not really worried about opals, and the prices in general have just been dropping. Anthony Davis is at like 250K, maybe sometimes even under 200K depending on when you get him. Harden is cheaper than he was. Everybody just kind of dropped in price, and it is because of the dark matters. And as 2K releases more dark matters and crazy packs, I mean, to be honest, the market is just going to continue to drop and prices are just going to continue to go down. You guys can see we already have buy now opals. Like, Yao Ming is a buy now. This is not a snipe anymore. This used to be a pretty decent snipe. Nowadays, that's actually an L. You're going to lose profit. So the market is basically going down because of the new drop of dark matters, and it's already been going down this past week, and it's only going to continue to get worse in my opinion. So boys, like I said, the market has basically already crashed. The big market hit already took place last week when we got our first dark matters, but I do feel like the market is going to continue to crash. And before we get into the rest of this video, like I said and have said every time I've made a video like this, these are my personal opinions. Now, the market is unpredictable. You can't really predict how the market's going to go, or you would know exactly what to invest into, or you know exactly when to sell your cards. But in my opinion, from just having played 2K over the years, I do feel like another market crash is about to, you know, hit 2K, especially if they drop dark matters tomorrow. If we get dark matters tomorrow, expect a lot of these, you know, expensive opals to dip in price a lot. Now, to be honest, I actually had some opals in my collection I ended up selling. I actually did end up snapping the Anthony Davis in yesterday's video. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. But I was gonna keep him, and after looking at the market and just thinking to myself, is it worth keeping this card? I decided no, I was gonna sell him. So I sold the AD, and I'm probably gonna buy him back either tomorrow or, you know, maybe in a couple of weeks when he drops even more, because you guys need to understand, bro, we only have like 15 or so opals, I believe, in the game that are auctionable. Once we start getting more and more opals, the prices are just going to continue to drop as they've been doing over these past couple of weeks. So in my opinion, we are going to see a market crash. If you guys want to save your MT, the safest thing to do is obviously just sell all your auctionable opals. Me personally, I've already gone ahead and done that. I only have 2 that, you know, are really like 100K, so it really doesn't matter. If cards are very cheap, then don't sell them. To be completely honest, it's not worth it. But if you have cards that are, you know, 200,000-300,000 MT, the safest thing to do, this is what I would personally do, unless you have millions and millions of MT, I would just personally sell the cards and then buy them back later. You cannot lose anything from that. You're only going to lose like 20K MT or 30K MT off of tax in the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, the cards end up dropping, you know, 100,000 and you save yourself 100k MT from that drop. Now obviously if you have a lot of MT, this shouldn't even worry you, because I mean you have a lot of MT. But if you're somebody that's struggling with MT, you know, you only have like 200-300k and you got like a LeBron and a T-Max sitting in your collection, I would definitely get on selling those probably today or Sunday, and just buy them back later when content drops or when the market crashes a little bit. And again, like I said, if we do end up seeing Dark Matters tomorrow in packs, best believe the market is going to crash again, because people are going to be ripping packs like crazy. People are going to be selling their cards in order to get MT to rip packs. Everything is just going to be mayhem like it was last Friday. To be honest, last Friday, bro, a lot of people were actually, you know, bid sniping some cards on the market. Like people were getting MJs for 110k. People were getting, you know, all sorts of cards for very, very cheap. I know you guys remember that. So definitely, if you want to stay safe, if you want to save your MT, sell all of your expensive opals and just simply buy them back at a later date, whenever that day might come, bro. Just save that MT once you sell them and just buy them back if you really want the cards. Or, you know, when new cards come out, you can just buy those instead. Now boys, if you actually want to make some MT while these market crashes occur, now to be honest, the easiest way to do it is by bidding on cards and then selling them back later. For example, there's a lot of cards that just go down in price and then they shoot right back up when the market kind of stabilizes. You know, one of the cards I could recommend is this Jordan. Now first of all, Jordan, I saw him ending for like 120k, you know, sometimes even 100k on bid, or like 110, 115k on bid last week, you know, on Friday. And now, right now, as you guys can see, he's going for around like 130k with like 20 minutes left on him. So in general, he's probably going to end for like around 170, 180. So what you want to do is go on the market, I would say the day before content, so a day like today, and just take note of the prices. Take note of what the opals are going for. So for example, you know, I'll see how much this LeBron ends for, I'll write it down. I'll see how much T-Mac ends for, I'll write it down. I'll see how much Paul George and James Harden end for and KD end for, and I'll write them down. Then what I would personally do is I would take 100k off of that price, and that's what I would bid on cards the next day when content drops. So for example, let's just say I'm doing it with Paul George. He's ending for like 340. What I would do the next day when content drops, which is tomorrow, if we do end up getting Dark Matters, I would just go on the market, find a Paul George card, and just bid. Instead of bidding 340 on him, I would bid 240 on him. And worst case scenario, if you do it like that, you're gonna either break even or you're gonna make profit when the card goes back up, because usually cards do go back up once the hype passes over. Like the hype on these, you know, Dark Matter cards were absolutely insane. Cards were going for like 1.2, 1.5 million. Regular, you know, regulars Jordan and regular Zion were going for like 800-900k. Now they're around like 600k, but they were going for a lot more, and people were just going crazy on them. But once that hype died down, once people realized these cards really aren't that crazy and really aren't, you know, insanely good, people started, you know, calming down. The market started kind of calming down and stabilizing, and everything kind of went back to normal, and prices went back up for the cards that, you know, had dropped earlier in the week. So basically, if you want to make MT, it's a very simple solution. All you got to do, find a card, write down its price throughout the week, like, you know, keep track of its price, know its pricing is in your head, and then if the market drops tomorrow, you go ahead and bid on that card for 100k less, and you try to win a couple of them. I know it'll probably be tough. It'll probably take you like 30 minutes to an hour of just straight bidding to win one, but eventually you're gonna win one for cheaper than, you know, they're gonna go for, and eventually, you know, the prices will kind of rise back up slowly, and you're gonna be able to sell them. But yeah, it's pretty much it for how to make MT during a market crash, bro. It's as simple as that. You just need to have a lot of capital and a lot of MT to bid on, and once you bid on the cards, you're gonna be able to sell them for more once the market stabilizes again. So yeah, boys, like I said, I definitely see a market crash hitting 2K soon. Whether it's tomorrow, whether it's in 2 weeks, whether it's in a month, it will hit soon. So what you guys want to do is just make sure you make the most of all the cards you have in your collection. Make sure you make the most of the MT you have right now, because the MT will drop, you know, prices will drop, everything is gonna happen. Like you guys remember last year, it probably only took 2 weeks from the market to go from, you know, opals going for around 100k to 200k to dropping all the way down to like 50k. If you guys remember, that was a little bit later on in the year, but you guys gotta understand the game cycle this year is different because of Dark Matters. So opals are gonna go cheaper way quicker this year than they did last year, because we're gonna have a whole nother tier of cards, which are obviously Dark Matter cards. Now at the same time, the market might not crash at all. It just depends on how 2K drops their content. If 2K doesn't drop another Dark Matter for like another month, then it might not drop at all. The market might just be stable how it is right now, and it might just stay at the same prices that it's at right now. But it's kind of hard to predict. It's kind of impossible to predict at the end of the day. But me personally, I do think we're going to see a market crash coming very soon, and you guys want to be prepared for it. Save your MT by selling your cards and buying them back later. That's like the safest thing you could possibly do, because at the end of the day, you're not really going to lose much MT by doing that. You're probably going to gain or maybe lose like a little bit of MT, but it's definitely worth the risk of selling your cards and buying them back later, because the market eventually will crash no matter what. Like, no matter how we're predicting it, the market eventually does crash in 2K. Number 2, if you want to make MT, save up MT and then use that MT to bid on cards that are going for like 100k less than they were the day before the market crash. And you guys can tell the market crashes usually when you just look at prices and there's just a flood of opals going for like very, very low. You guys are going to be able to see it, bro, tomorrow. I guarantee it. No matter what drops tomorrow, even if it's not a dark matter, you guys are going to be able to see it. The market will probably crash. Unless we get like horrible packs, the market will definitely crash. So definitely give that a go. Make some MT off the market crashes. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, man. And yeah, boys, that's pretty much gonna do it for today's video. It was just a quick little video talking about the market and where it's kind of headed because of these dark matters. To be honest, I see it headed in a downward spiral, but you guys can, you know, think for yourselves, think whatever you want. At the end of the day, I'm just predicting on what I think is gonna happen based on what happens, you know, what happens in other 2Ks. Usually when, you know, opals and other cards, like last year when we got the GO cards, this is a perfect example. When we got the GO cards, opals went to dirt cheap, and it is for a good reason, because there is now a tier above Galaxy opals, and this year we literally have a tier that is above Galaxy opals named Dark Matter. So definitely be on the lookout for a market crash. Stay safe out here, you know, preserve as much MT as you can, get the most out of your cards. And yeah, it's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did end up enjoying it, leave a like on the video. Let's try to get the video to 175 likes. That would be greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel as well. We are on the grind to 60k. And yeah, just a quick little video today. Stay tuned. We should have a stream tomorrow, also another video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I love you. Thank you for all the recent support on the channel. Much love to you guys, man. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.
When I spit that cash, it's a profit. Bars hitting like a sniper like I'm Logic. They say good looks, but the looks ain't popping. Up, down, that's a fatality. Up, down on your bitch, why you staying mad at me? I'll write another song and it's saying, you got it, G. Don't compare me to Newman, I'm more than a prodigy.